Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Life with Nati, or welcome in if you're new. My name is Natalia. Friends and family call me Nati, and today we are here with our mid-year whip parade. How exciting! Um, I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and it is mid-year whip parade season. It is currently June 3rd, 2026, and I am here surrounded by whips. So I have whips in this box. I have a box on the floor with a bunch of whips, and I have a bunch of hoops and frames and Q-snap projects over here that I did not take out of the hoops or frames or Q-snaps. I hope that's not a bother to you guys, but don't um, I don't like taking them out and then putting them back on. It's just me. I have been very silent on my channel here lately, and I'm sorry. Your girl has been a bit sick and health problems, life problems, a bunch of issues, and these videos takes a lot to create. I am currently in my bedroom. You can see behind me I have a few diamond paintings. Christopher LaBelle, Yume, and this one is from Orloa. I have no idea who the artist is, but I did that like 3 years ago. If you hear any crying in the background, that is my son. He wants to be with me. He's out there with his brother and his sister and his dad, but he doesn't want them. He wants me. So he is literally at my room door crying. And I'm sorry if that's bothering or if you guys can hear it in the background. I'm hoping with this mic you can't, but there's no guarantee. But yes, in this video, I'm going to be going through all of my whips. There are a few whips that I haven't touched in a good bit, and I'm still going to show you guys, but I'm also not going to be like super deep into the statistics of them all. Like, so I won't be able to be like, hey, I did this many this year because I didn't do the math. So I will show you before and after pictures of each project, but yeah, and I'll tell you what percentage is at now and where it started in the beginning of the year. I do have quite a few that I started since the beginning of the year, even though I said in my last whip parade that I wasn't going to do any starts, but I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. All right. My tablet with Pattern Keeper died. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to tell you my before and afters for my older whips that I have on Pattern Keeper if my tablet keeps dying on me. So we'll work with it. So while my tablet is charging, I am going to tell you a little bit about myself. So I know whip parades like tend to bring new people to the channel. So like I said, my name is Natalia, but everybody calls me Nati. I live in New York. It is currently super hot. It's the hottest it's been here in New York in a long time. So it's like 96 degrees. It's ridiculously boiling hot. I am married to an amazing man. I have I have I have 3 kids. I have a 17-year-old who just graduated high school. I'm so stinking proud of him. He literally just graduated last month, the end of last month, the 27th. I am ridiculously proud of him. He graduated a whole year before he was supposed to. So, okay, I'm gonna pause this. Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. I had to go out there and calm my baby down because he was crying unconsolably. But like I was saying, I am married. I have my 3 kids. My son just graduated. He's 17. The one that you were hearing in the background screaming at the top of his lungs is my youngest baby. He is 1. He'll be 2 in August. I have a daughter. She is going to be 3 this month. They're going too fast. They're growing way, way too fast. So yes, I have those three. I have a slew of animals. I have two cats. I have Bambi and Kawaii. And then I have three dogs. I have Sarita, she's a red-nosed pit. I have Zoe, she's a black dog. She's a half pit, half lab, I want to say. She is a mutt. I have no idea exactly what she's mixed with. I think the only non-mixed breed animal I have is Sarita, which is my red-nosed pit. And then I have Moana. Moana is a adorable King Cavalier Pomeranian Beagle mix. Moana, do you want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Can you come on? Come on, come on. You got it. You got it. This is my beautiful Moana. No, no kisses. Say hi, everybody. She's in here with me for now. And then I have a snake. Um, she's right there. She's a beautiful banana ball python, and I love her to pieces. She's the sweetest snake ever. And I know a lot of people are like, who says a snake is sweet? My baby's sweet. Most ball pythons are, though. They're very docile snakes. Um, you want to go lay back down in your bed? Okay, you can go. And my son heard my voice again, so now he's crying again. Shh, for a second. Okay. And that's all my animals. I have been cross stitching, like I've cross stitched when I was younger. Like a lot of people I know has tried cross stitching when they were younger. I tried when I was about 12 years old. I did a cross stitch. It was a Tweety bird, but it was like 9 count plastic fabric, not fabric, but plastic canvas. And I tried that. I liked it, but I never finished it. I have no idea where it's at though, but I never finished it, and I was like, I fell out of it, and then I got really deep into diamond painting, and a bunch of my viewers and some of my friends were like, okay, so you love diamond painting so much, you should try a cross stitch, especially since I was like massively pregnant and I couldn't sit at my desk and diamond paint. I was kind of heartbroken about it because yeah, I was huge. I was huge, and bending over that big old belly was not was not easy. So my friend told me, try cross stitch, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a go, and I fell in love with it. So I started cross stitching, like full coverage, serious cross stitching, towards the middle of 2024, and I fell in love with it ever since. I still love diamond painting. I have a bunch of hobbies, so I love drawing. I have my own shop where I do sell my art, along with resin goods for diamond painting and whatnot. I did kind of ring back a little bit on certain resin stuff because I couldn't keep up. I'm one person. I have been getting really, really sick. This year has been, I don't know what happened this year. I would love to either fast forward or rewind because this year was just so mean to me that it completely. So, but of course we have good moments because my son just graduated, so I'm very happy about that. I think that's like the biggest, happiest highlight of this year yet. So, but I have no idea where I was going with this. I haven't been able to do much of anything as much as I wanted to. Oh, my business. So yes, life. Life got me to have to ring back on turning pens and doing a bunch of stuff that I had a bunch of customers who love these products, but I had to let go of it because I'm doing it by myself, and my health is not the best right now. I don't plan on keeping it off my shop forever, but it's for now thing. So I do draw and I have my artwork in my shop. So there's that. And I love to crochet. I'm thinking about putting some of my crochet items on my shop as well. I love to cross stitch. I love to diamond paint. I love to paint. Yeah, I have a bunch of hobbies, and there's just not enough time in the world to finish these hobbies, but it's not going to stop me from starting them. All right, so I'm hoping with me yapping this long that my computer or my tablet charged just enough to stay on so that I can um, at least keep the tablet running for long enough to charge it. No, I think it's gonna die again. Okay, I'm gonna pause you really quick to see if I can find a fast charge. Okay, so I think I have a fast charger on there. Hopefully it stays working. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. So I started this in July of 2024, and this, I'm going to make sure I keep the project on one side. And at the beginning of this year, it was at 4.75%, and I had 415 stitches completed. I am now at 5.07% with 14,329 stitches out of 282,500 stitches. That's what she's looking like now. And this is, sorry, I got to get back into the flow of things. This is Treasure Hunt Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is what it's going to look like when it's complete. She is 625 by 452 with 90 colors. Put it to the side. All right. Okay, next up we have Cuddle Time. This is artwork by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. She's 650 by 484 with 89 colors. This is what it's going to look like when it's complete. And I'm not even sure if I did anything on this one. I don't think I did. No, I did not. So it's exactly how it was in the beginning of the year. This is what it's looking like. And it is at 2.47% with 7,767 stitches out of 314,600 stitches. I love me some Randall Spangler, and I have to get this out. And if you watch FlossTube, you know, we love to say, I really want to get this one out, I really want to finish this, or I really want to keep putting progress into it. It's true. It's just not easy. All right. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I do mostly full coverage artwork. I have some samplers, and I also do have a few stamp cross stitch. So that's what you'll be expecting in this video. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. All right, so next up I have Super Size Alternate Reality by Josephine Wall, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This one is a massive 999 by 746 with 90 colors, and my son heard me again, so he's going to start crying at the door again. So this is what it's going to look like when it's complete. I started this year with 0.39%, and I completed 2,918 stitches. I did do a little bit on this one. Um, I also started it at first over here in this corner, um, and then decided I wanted to do the face because I just wanted to make sure I would love the face before I took years and years and years and years doing this project and end up not liking the focal point of the painting. I am now at 0.43% with 3,209 stitches complete, and that is what her face is starting to look like. I am so sorry, it's all wrinkly. So, not a lot of progress done on it. I am working on it, I promise. Trying to put everything back in its place. I forgot to mention, cuddle time is on 25 count. 2 over 1/10 stitch. So my 2024 pieces are normally like on our 10th stitch. So, but this one I started 2025. So all the ones that I'm going to be showing you from here on are 2025 pieces. I do have a few 2026 pieces. One second. I do have 2026 pieces though. I'm gonna pause you really quick because my charger is acting wonky. Give me one second. Okay. And alternate reality, just had it in my hand. She is stitched on 28 count. Ooh. Hang on. Yes, 28 count, 1 over 1/10. I'm hoping I'm going to get into a rhythm. All right. All right, next up we have Beauty and Beast. I got this one from Etsy, and it says charted by Diana. So she is a 400 by 400 with 62 colors. This is what she's going to look like when it's complete. I am stitching this one for my husband because he loves Belle. And I don't know if you can hear my daughter in the background. She's singing Rain, Rain, Go Away. It's not raining, but... All right, so Beauty and Beast started this year with... I'm so sorry. 1% exactly with 1,599 stitches. She is now at 1.75% with 2,797 stitches. I started her right here. I did a few stitches since the beginning of the year on this piece right here, but then I decided I wanted to switch over and stitch her face because I'm a face person, and if the face does not look right, I don't want to finish the piece. So I moved over to her face, and this is what it's looking like now. It looks really, really good. This is on, I want to say this is 25 count easy grid, 2 over 1/10 stitch. I'm out of my 10 stitch era. I don't stitch any of my newer projects on 10 anymore. I'm not going to stop doing this one, but it did kind of deter me from wanting to pick up any of my 10 stitch projects. I'm not done with her though, so I'm still going to continue to stitch on this one eventually. Okay, next up we have Mini Scale. This is artwork by Anna Deitman, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. She is a 251 by 325 with 88 colors. So she is a mini. She's kind of small. This is what it's going to look like when it's complete. Okay, I started this year with 0.87% with 712 stitches, and I didn't do anything this year so far with it. This is where I'm at, which is nothing. This one, I think this is 25 count, but it's just that weird fabric where I stab into the fabric instead of going through the holes. But this is 2/1/10 stitch. I will get back to it eventually. I know I mentioned this on my WIP parade, my last WIP parade. I wish I would have done this like in a different color fabric, because all those white colors, air stitching is a headache. let's just say that it's a headache. All right, so also, like, before I continue, I do plan on stitching on all of my projects this year. I'm thinking of maybe doing at least 2026 stitches on each of my projects as a yay for 2026. I mean, get some positive out of this year, right? But we shall see. We shall see. I will talk more about that in my plans part of this video, which will be towards the end. Hoping this is not going to take forever in a day, but I have a feeling it is, because I won't shut up. And plus, I have just so many whips. All right, next up we have After the Ball. This is artwork by Tamara Margero, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. She is 325 by 312 with 87 colors. This is me. And this is what she looks like. This is my little Cinderella piece. I don't think I didn't. No, I don't think I stitched any of this one. I also have to transfer most of these projects to Saga, because they're on Pattern Keeper right now, and I don't pull this tablet out much, which is why it was dead, and I had to chit chat with you guys for so long so it can charge a little bit. After the Ball, like I said, I don't think I stitched any on this one. I started it with 0.95% with 967 stitches. Yeah, I didn't do anything on it. This is where she is. This is on 25 count, easy grid, 2/1/10 stitch. That's all. And it's because all of this up here is 310. And I have a feeling I will pull this out and just do 310 straight for just like mind numbing stitching. But we'll see. Not we'll see. Like I said, I do want to do 2026 stitches on each of my projects. Let's see. All right, next up we have Quick Stitch Drea. This is artwork by Dragon Muse, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. She is 350 by 537 with 89 colors. I'm doing this again on that weird 25. No, this is definitely 25 easy grid, 2/1/10 stitch, and I didn't do anything with her yet this year. I'm just double checking. Oh, I did. Okay. So I started this year with 0.10, sorry. I started this year with 1.01% and 1,193 stitches. I am now at 1.06% with 1,993 stitches. And this is what she's looking like now. It's not bad, not bad, not bad at all. All right, next up we have Heaven and Earth Designs. This is for the Heaven and Earth Stitch Along for 2025. This was our 2000 goal mark. We got the hummingbirds in spring. This is artwork by Donna Gelsinger. It's 225 by 381 with 90 colors. This is what she's going to look like when she's done. I started this in October of last year, 2025, for my birthday. This is in the memory of my mom, who absolutely adored hummingbirds with everything she had. Right, so I started this one this year at 1.14% with 981 stitches complete. I did do some progress on it. So I have this still on the scroll frame that I refuse to take out because this scroll frame is a pain to put anything on it. All right, so I am now at 200 and 200 and I am at 2.47% with 2,121 stitches completed so far. I'm loving these pinks. This is on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. It's so pretty. But I have to get more into it. But I think I reached that goal. I'm not sure though. Somewhat. But yes, that is hummingbirds in spring. All right, next up we have Epic Pokemon. This is a free chart, and I can never remember the place that I got it from, but I'll have it written on the screen. But this is what it will look like when it's complete. This is Gen 1. So I have all the Pokemons on it. I don't think I did anything on this one. No, I did not. So I am currently at 1.60% with 1,847 stitches in it. And I'm loving this one so much. I know I shouldn't say it, but I do have to get back into it because my God, look at that. It looks amazing. And there's so many people here on FlossTube that is actually stitching the Pokemon generations, and I need to get back into it because these take forever, but you never get bored because there is a new Pokemon in every section that you stitch on, so that's always amazing. Get a drink. Give me 1 second because I think I converted a Little Cake Shop into Saga. Alright, next we have Little Cake Shop. This is artwork by Amy Stewart, shredded by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is the Quick Stitch version max color. It's 400 by 387 with 240 colors. This is what she's going to look like when she's complete. My goodness, when I say this is confetti central, it is. Okay. I started this year off with 0.93% with 1,044 stitches completed. And I am now at 1.01% with 1,568 stitches completed. And this is going to be a little bit hard to show you because there is park threads everywhere. So you'll see that I have quite a few stitches, hidden. Yeah, I have stitches hidden underneath. This is 28 count. 28 count 2/1 10th stitch. But I think I want to convert this 1/1 full cross. I feel like it'll make it more enjoyable for me to stitch on because right now it's not as enjoyable as I'm hoping for because I love that piece. All right, next up we have Dear Alice. This is artwork by SHU, and charted by Artcy. She is 374 stitches by 550 stitches with 114 colors. This is what she would look like when she is complete. And give me a second while I look for her. Alright, so I'm slightly heartbroken. I just raided my entire house looking for dear Alice, and she's gone. I don't know where she's at. I mean, she's somewhere in the house, but I can't show you it. And I did do progress on her. I can tell you the progress. I just can't show you anything. So I started Dear Alice this year at 0.29% with 602 stitches, and I am now at 0.78% with 1,616 stitches. I will find her. It's going to drive me insane until I do find her, but I will find her. You ever just like keep looking even though you just looked through that place? She's gonna pop up when I least expect it. But can't show you progress on that one. Sorry. All right. Next up, we have Merry Mushroom Cottage. This is artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. She is a 700 by 499 with 90 colors. This is what she will look like when she is complete. Excuse my nails, you guys. I started this year with 0.37% with 1,319 stitches complete. I am now at 0.67% with 2,341 stitches complete. And this is where I am at now. It's a lot of dark colors. Yes, I love this piece. This one is on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. All right, next up we have Quick Stitch, the Grand Butterfly Ball. This is artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. She is a 625 by 763 with 90 colors. This is what she's looking like now. Not what she's looking like now, what she would look like when it's finished. Excuse my nails, you guys. I don't think I did anything on this piece. No, I didn't do anything on this. I started this year with 0.27% with 1,288 stitches. This is on 32 count, 1/1 10th stitch. This is what it's looking like so far. I will put some stitches into this by the end of the year. Like I said, I know I keep saying it. I'm sorry, but every one of them are going to have 2,206. 2,026 stitches. Words are hard. All right. Next up, we have one of my absolute favorite artists. I have so many of her charts, but I haven't started any but this one. This is Dream of Wolves. This is artwork by Enes Guerrero, charted by Thread Geeks before this got discontinued. Thread Geeks did discontinue all of their basically human, real artists. And now it's a bunch of AI artwork. It's fine. I FOMO'd out of this world and I bought a ton of Enes Guerreros. But this is what she will look like when she's complete. Look at that beauty. Oh, look at that beauty. I am definitely going to go monogamous one of these months on just this one because she has to get further along. I love this piece so much. So I started it off. I didn't do anything on her yet. So it's 72%, 1,521 stitches complete. Excuse park threads. This is on 28 count. And I'm going to switch this over to full cross, but this is currently at 2 over 1 tent stitch with a ton of park threads. I'm sorry, but look at all those colors. Look at that tree coming in. Oh my god. It's amazing. It's amazing. Ugh. She's coming out soon. I know we always say it, but yeah, y'all just don't know how much I love Ennis Guerrero. And our next one is another one I have not worked on yet this year. But this is Breakfast in Bed. This is an Amy Stewart and Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's 675 by 483 with 90 colors. This is what it's going to look like when it's complete. And again, I didn't do anything on it. This is on 28 count, 1 over 1 full cross. And it's at 0.41% with 1,347 stitches complete. Look at all those beautiful blues. So I have to pull all the ones I have not touched yet this year and stitch on them because I want all my projects to get love. All right, next up we have a mini 2 dancing peacocks, artwork by Oleg Gervilbo. I cannot say that name, and I feel so bad even trying. But it's artwork by Heaven, Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is a 325 by 323, and 90 colors. This is what it'll look like when it's complete. Another one I have not touched this year. This is on this very weird fabric. I can't even tell you what this is. I think it's supposed to be 25, but the actual fabric it's very loose, so it's hard for me to get into the holes, and it's annoying to work with. I did try to do Gemma's method with this one. Did not try. I am doing Gemma's method on this one because she was working on her peacocks. I thought it was cute. All right, so I am at 0.59% with 621 stitches complete. Did I do more? This looks like way more than 621 stitches. Give me 1 second. No. There's no way this is only 621 stitches. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's see. Yeah, this is 621 stitches. It looks like so much more. But this is what it is looking like now. And I will be putting stitches on this one too. All right, next up we have another one of my favorites, but I have not worked on it yet this year. So this is All Seasons Flower Shop. This is artwork by Lars Stewart, which is Amy's partner, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is 675 by 482, 90 colors. This is what it will look like when it's complete. So I did start this year. These are some bright colors. I love this. I love this one. So All Season Flower Shop is at 0.25% with 815 stitches complete. This is what she's looking like right now. For now. This one is, I don't know. I don't like how the stitches lay with my tent stitch. But this is tent stitch 2 over 1 on 28 count. 9 times out of 10 I'll be converting it into full cross, because why not? All right. Okay, so I don't have a picture of this one, but it'll be on the screen. Next up, we have Travel Library, artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So I did this one as a center start, and I'm gonna see about working my way up towards one of the corners, because I just don't know. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do center starts and I have no idea where to go from there. So I start it and I'm like, do I go up? Do I go down? Do I go side? I don't know. So I think I'm gonna work my way up to one of the corners and work from there, because I love typewriter method and it's not the easiest to do it with center starts. But I digress. So I started this year with Travel Library at 0.26% with 1,065 stitches. I am now at 0.34%, 1,368 stitches. This is on 32 count, 1/1 full cross. And this is where I'm at now. I do love it. I love this piece. I need to get out of the center because I just don't know what to do with it with myself. But I am surprised how much I actually am enjoying the 32 count, 1/1. I know a lot of people think that it might feel too thick or too full, but I actually like it. I like the thickness of my stitches, so it works for me. All right. Oh my goodness. I found out Dear Alice. Of course, she's in something that she's not supposed to be in. But I found her. I have to tell my husband in a second that I found her. I looked in every one of my project bags and I didn't see her. But of course, I found her. But let's go ahead and show her to you guys. Now, I already gave you the statistics. I just didn't have a visual for you. I'm trying to figure out how it goes. This way. Right? No, this way. This way. So this is I dyed this fabric myself, and it's on 28 count. This is 1/1 full cross, and it's a center start. But this one I only did center because I'm not planning on stitching the green on the background, which is why I colored my dye. I mean, dyed my fabric. But we'll see. I probably end up still stitching it, but this is just in case I didn't want to. But here we are. This is Alice's dress. The image is not, the camera's not picking up just how amazing these blends are. It looks absolutely amazing, but we'll have a before and after for this one. And let me put her in her correct project bag. All right, back on schedule. Next up, we have Flowers, Feathers, and Furs, Story Keep, Flowers, Feathers, and Furs. This is a Cero Marchetti, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is 150 by 287 with 88 colors. So it's a section of the original Flowers, Furs, and Feathers. I meant to take her out to work on her because of my Milestone Manor, but life hit me hard and I stopped playing any games, stopped stitching for months. A lot. All right, so this is on 28 count, 2/1 tent stitch. when I will be getting her out and working on her because I wanted to already, and it's so small. Like I feel like I can get a finish with this one fairly soon. I started this year. I started this in February. Yeah, so nothing was done on it. It is currently at 1.36% with 586 stitches. This is what it's looking like right now. So fingers crossed by the end of the year, you'll see progress on all of these. All right. All right, next up we have another one that I don't believe I did any work on so far. Let's see, nope, I didn't. So this is a Patchwork Quilt Room. This is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Cheryl McKetty. This is 400 by 397 with 90 colors. This is what it will look like when it is complete. And I am, like I said, I have not stitched it. I am trying to mix these park beds. Give me 1 second. I am currently at 0.41% with 663 stitches complete. This is what it's looking like right now. This is on 28 count 2 over 1/10 stitch. Not the 10 stitch. Why? There's nothing wrong with 10 stitch. It's just I don't love it anymore. All right. All right. Next up we have Dragon Race Into the Night by Rose Khan. This is 850 by 631, charted by Pain Free Crafts. I have no idea how many colors there is, but here's what it'll look like when it is complete. There's a bunch of people stitching this. Max Color Stitcher is really far into this, but she's doing the Heaven and Earth Design version of this, which Heaven and Earth Design doesn't do it anymore. Only Pain Free Crafts. And I've done quite a bit on this one. Let me take it and control the ridiculous amount of part threads that I have. I did do a center start on this one, and okay. I started this year with 0.5%, oh sorry, 0.50% with 2,687 stitches completed. I am now at 1.29% with 6,937 stitches completed, and this is what she is looking like now. The amount of confetti on this thing is wow, but I love it still. It is still one of my absolute favorite pieces. All right. Now that will conclude my 2025 starts. Now we're gonna get into my 2026 starts. Now, I mentioned that I was not going to be doing any new starts, yada yada yada. I was not true. All right, I'm not going to be able to tell you in order what I started, but I will show you all of my starts that I've done recently. All right, let's start with the 2026 Heaven and Earth Designs Stitch Along. My choice for the Heaven and Earth Designs Stitch Along was Cottage Keep. This is what it's going to look like when it's complete. I'm not gonna lie, I fell out of love with this project. I initially did it for FOMO, and then I was like, I'll just do the 6 pages because there's a few that I actually want, and obviously I really wanted the Amy Stewart chart, the exclusive Amy Stewart chart, which you were initially supposed to finish 1 page, and then you'll be able to get the Amy Stewart chart, but they changed it and ended up giving everybody it the when it started, so we still got it. But I was telling my brain that I can finish it. It's a beautiful piece, but it reminds me a little too much of Thomas Kincaid, and the fact that I'm working on it as an artist. I don't know. It's just, I'm probably still going to try to get those 6 pages done, but it's not going to be a push drive focus for me. I have enough charts to last me a lifetime, and then some. So, do I necessarily need those other charts? No. Would it be nice to have? Yes. But I'm not going to make myself stitch something that I'm not extremely passionate about when I have so many projects that I want to finish. I'm not UFOing it. I'm just not going to push myself and stress myself over finishing the 6 pages. I don't want to finish the whole thing before for the actual stitch along, because the rewards charts are not, any of them are not ones that I really want. Just okay, let me stop yapping. I just needed to make sure I let you guys know. I mean, I'm pretty far in it, but I'm not as far as I could be if I was more driven. So I have currently, I'm at 13.97% with 12,317 stitches complete, and this is what it's looking like now. I decided to go all the way across, and then now I'm coming back over here, and I'm doing royal rolls going across, just to make sure I don't have any boxed in stitches. But this is what she's looking like now. It's still a beautiful piece. I'm going to finish it, just I'm not going to beat myself up about it. All right. Speaking of the stitch along, and one of the reasons why I really wanted to participate is for the exclusive Amy Stewart chart. Sorry, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm looking everywhere else, but let's see if I can get my camera to pick up on my phone. Whoa. Alright, so this is Amy's exclusive chart, and we were able to choose if we wanted supersize, regular, and whatnot. I chose supersize max color. This is my very first supersize max color chart that I'm doing. She is 999 stitches by 560 stitches with 240 colors. This is what she's going to look like when it's complete. And I started this at the bottom right hand on, 32 count fabric, 1/1 full cross. I haven't cut my fabric down, so it's a huge wad of fabric. I am now at, sorry, my tablet's being very slow. Come on. I'm at 0.32%, and 1,843 stitches completed. And this is where I'm at. So I'm at the very bottom where the little basket and scissors and stuff is coming in right now. I love this piece. I'm happy that I joined the sale for this. Like, I'm not disappointed. This is something I will definitely have purchased myself, um, even if it wasn't part of the stitch along. But yes, there's that one. Just going to sit that over there. Okay. I'm just starting to just pick up from over here. I will leave that for later. I'm doing all my full coverage right now, and then my samplers will be afterwards. So yeah. All right, my next one. All right. My next one is Atop a Vintage Book Pile by Sarah K. and Sarah K. A. Quill and Ink by charted by Stitches So Beautiful. It's 225 by 400 and 96 colors. Let's see if you guys can see. This is what it's going to look like when it's complete. And I am currently 3.68% with 3,314 stitches completed and almost a page finish on Stitches So Beautiful page, which is tiny. You see how small that is? But yes. I'm loving it. This is on 28 count fabric, 1/1 full cross, which is my now go-to. I love 28 count. All right, next up we have a very sad start. Uh, I started it, I think this was for Valentine's Day, and I stitched it for one day and I was like, okay. And then I stopped. So this is Mini Bonded by the Rain color expansion. This is Leonid Afromov. Leonid Afromov artwork. It's 117 by 324 with 149 colors. And this is what it will look like when it's complete. And this is what I have so far. This is on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. So that is my very, very sad start. Um, this is 0.38% with 218 stitches completed. I will get back to it, I promise. It's a very, very, very sad start. Let's see, which one do we want to do next? Speaking of Valentine's Day, I did do another new start. It is Cupid Ice Cream Shop by Miss Butterdeed, charted by Unconventional X Stitch, and she's 353 by 500. I don't know how many colors, it doesn't say, but here is what she will look like when complete. Sorry, this is my other tablet that I have a Pattern Keeper on. There you go. That's what she would look like when it's complete. Let me get her. She is on scroll frame, scroll rods. This is on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. And I am at 0.87% with 1,533 stitches, and this is what it's looking like. Another very sad start. Not that sad. At least there's 1,000 stitches on there. Still have to do a few more to make up for the 2,026 stitches that I want to do for all of my projects. I'm sorry that I keep saying that. And we're going to stick to the Miss Butter D. So I also got Miss Butter D's Necco Hotel. And me and a few people actually started this over on Facebook with Yogi's. I found them through Yogi's channel. And I started at the top left-hand corner. Suzanne started at the top right-hand corner. And then I had Janine, she started at the bottom right-hand corner. And then Nikki started at the center of the project. Still need one more person to go to the bottom left-hand corner if you're interested. But yes, this is Miss Butter D's Necco Hotel. This is what it will look like when it's complete. It is so freaking cute. And I am now at 0.55%, 1,406 stitches. And this is what it's looking like now. The colors are kind of washing out. Super, super cute. All right. And then I'm almost done, guys, I promise. Next up we have, which is also my last start on full coverage for this year. So we also have Amy Stewart's Winter Reading Book Nook Max Colors. It's 700 by 301 with 240 colors. Not sure if I said it. Amy Stewart, Heaven and Earth Design. If I did, I'm sorry for repeating. And this is what it looks like when it's complete. Sorry. This is what it would look like when it's complete. And I have been working on this recently. So this is on 28 count, 1/1 full cross with easy grid. And I have been working on this here lately. I'm doing monogamous for Christmas in July. I'm doing monogamously this painting. So yeah. I am currently at 0.71%, 2,490 stitches completed. I'm starting at the bottom left-hand corner, and this is what I have so far. So Yogi thinks that I will not make it monogamously for this month, but I'm going to prove everybody wrong. I will go monogamous for a whole month, and then I will start doing the 2,026 stitches for all of the pieces that I have not done yet. All right. Now, I was participating in the peppermint purple stitch along, but I fell behind big time. I finished January, I finished February, March, April, May, June, July. I don't have, but I did finish that. And it's okay. I know I can catch up fairly quickly because I'm not, this is actually very soothing, easy stitching for me. So I think I can catch up fairly quickly with this one. And then I haven't really touched any of my samplers, so I'm not going to pull those out right now. What I'm going to do now, because we're already past an hour mark, which is ouch, we're going to get into my stamp cross stitches that I have been doing here lately. It's very easy, quick stitching for me, and I'm really enjoying it. I was originally stitching this one stamp cross stitch that I found over on Temu. I think it was where I bought my very first bigger canvas with me and my friend. She was supposed to stitch it with me, but she ended up having a baby and she has stopped stitching it. But this is what it will look like when it's complete. So I was doing this one and realized that I really don't like 11 count at all, but I didn't want to give up on it. So I started stitching it while I was waiting for my WaterBiz kit to come in. But I did get quite a bit done while waiting. I jumped everywhere in this project. This is a 3/1 full cross, and I don't like 11 count. I don't like using 3 strands. I'm not trying to say I'm going to completely give up on her, but she is hitting a back burner for now. Especially since I got more cleaner canvases, I guess you can say. Not that that one's bad. I've had some stamp cross stitches where it was hell on wheels trying to figure out what symbol was what because it was not centered. Let me get a drink. And I'm not even pulling those out because I'm never going to do them. I would just give it to my daughter when she wants to learn how to cross stitch. All right, but I have 4. I have 4 stamp cross stitches that I am currently dabbling in or working on. Let's see which one we're going to start with. Where are they? So this one is pretty famous in the stitchy community, and this is European Town. This is by Painting Fairy Cross Stitch, and this is what it will look like once it's complete. Oh my goodness. And I am working on this side. This one is on, I want to say 16 count fabric. And this is where I am right now. So I got a good bit done. I have all of this is stitched in. It's easier to see the back. Don't judge. But yes. And then there's back stitching that has to be done on this one. But I'm planning on finishing what's in the hoop and then do the back stitch, move the hoop, continue. I feel like that's the easiest plan. Next up we have my WaterBiz kit. This one's 14 count, 40 by 50 centimeters. This is what she would look like. Oh, she reminds me of my daughter. I love this piece. Wadabiz has, you should check them out. There's so many options that you could choose from. This one does have 6 blends and in total of 40, I'm sorry, in total 50 colors with 6 blends. And I decided to start with her face because, like I've already mentioned 1,000,001 times, if I don't like the face, I am not going to be happy that I spent so much time stitching it. But I love the face. Here she is. This literally took me about a weekish and a half to finish. Very, very easy, simple, and such easy to read symbols. But yeah, there she is. She reminds me of my daughter. Not the green eyes, but the chubby cheeks, the lip shape, nose shape. It's all my daughter. All right. I am so sorry about that. Next up, we have Underwater World. This is another painting fairy kit. This is what it would look like when it's complete. There's a bunch of people doing a stitch along for this canvas. It's another very easy, there's no blends, there's no back stitches for this one. So it's very easy to work up once I actually have her out and working on it. And, oops, 1 second. This is where I am at now. I have the clownfish in there and a couple of the corals at the bottom. So pretty. I just got to get it out and work on it. And they're massive. They're huge. All right. And then lastly on my stamp cross stitch, I'm showing you guys this before I'm done with the challenge. So I'm doing a challenge for myself where I'm doing 24 hours of a hobby, and I have to edit it. I'm not sure if that one's going to come out before this, but I already did the 24-hour diamond painting challenge. I'm just in the middle of editing it, uploading it, but I spun the wheel and the wheel did choose stamp cross stitch, and I'm showing you guys before that video is even 1 done or 2 uploaded. So this one is something that I'm calling the Dark Princesses. This is a WattleBiz kit. It was an auction win. It's 16 count, 50 colors, 70 by 50 centimeters. This is what she will look like when she's done. Anybody knows me knows I love my Ariel. My husband loves Belle. So she is my 24-hour live challenge. I'm not done with it yet. Still working on it. I am monogamous with the winter reading nook, but I do want to finish this challenge before I be completely monogamous. So I have to finish this challenge. I'm almost done, but here's a spoiler. So this is what I've got done so far. Look at how absolutely stunning that face looks. Like, what? That looks amazing. Very pleased with it. I actually think that's it. So that was, oh, let me get comfortable again. That was all of the whips. It was exciting to look through everything and see everything. I have no idea how many that was. I'm pretty sure I put the number of whips that I have so far. It's crazy. And I have a lot. a lot. But like I said, my plans are I do want to put at least 2026 stitches on every one of my projects, just to throw some love at them and not forget them, fall back in love with them. And then, but this month I am doing monogamous. So I'm monogamously working on Winter Reading Nook just to see how much I could get done. I want to participate in the winter, Christmas in July, which is awesome because it's super hot, and to work on something cool, cozy, actually mentally helps and works. I don't know how that works, but it does. So yes, you guys, that was it. In the comments below, please let me know which one's your favorite. Are you working on any of the ones that I'm working on? And leave a heart just to show some love. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. The thumbs up lets me know that you're enjoying yourself. And yeah, now to clean up this bomb around me and get to editing this video so that you guys can actually watch it. Um, Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. It means the absolute world to me. I'm sorry if this video was all over the place and chaotic. I don't mean for that to happen, but that's just how my brain works. And I will see you guys in the very next one. Love you guys later.